baggage on that after such a long game that what's there?
Well, first of all, I think, as I said on the court, Wawrinka was a better player for most of the part of the match because he was more aggressive and he just played a better tennis. And the other hand, me, I just try to hang on and fight and be mentally tough and believe all the way through that I can actually win. And I I have sincerely believed that as the match progresses and longer it goes, I felt like I have maybe that physical edge over him, and that I also being in particularly these kind of matches and situations, playing on a big stage in semifinals, maybe that experience could give me a little bit more of comfort on the court mentally also. So even though I was quite nervous, at the start of the match, and we played 5 sets, I still felt that I was there, that I was fighting. But credit to him for playing really well, and we had some great exchanges in swirly conditions. Definitely not easy to play because you had to always adjust to where the wind goes and make a lot of footsteps. But in the end of the day, I managed to stay tough and play well when I needed to, and that's something that definitely encourages me before the final.
Sam said each time you were extremely nervous today. You said maybe because of his game you couldn't find a game plan, but what is the only reason why maybe you, especially at the start of the match, were really extremely?
Well, yes. I mean, I was nervous because, I mean, first of all, it's normal to be nervous, excited, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of sensations that go through your mind, through your body, because it's semifinals of Grand Slam. And even though I've been in this particular situation for many times in my career, I still feel the big excitement and before the match. And I knew that he was playing well, and he had a tremendous performance against Murray. So I knew that he's going to come out and with the big backhands and be aggressive. So I tried to be close to the line, but I wasn't managing to find my rhythm, and that's what frustrated me. I wasn't hitting the ball well, a lot of unforced errors, but it was one of those days, where even if you don't feel well on the court, you have to be tough and believe that you can win, and I've done so.
And Novak, the warning for coaching seemed to take you by surprise. Did the umpire explain what you?
Yeah, I mean, in that particular moment, I thought that maybe it wasn't fair to give me the warning at that particular moment because I wasn't communicating with my box. But there were a few times then that I was looking to my box, and my coach was trying to help out. So I have no complaints about the warning. I think it's fair in general, and I had to take it.
Novak, you've gotten through this tournament thus far with relative ease. Is it in hindsight perhaps not such a bad thing to have had a real test like Stan gave you today going into a final?
Absolutely. I knew I'm going to be tested more and more as the tournament goes on. It's of course semifinals against the player who is playing maybe the best season of his life, and came off winning in straight sets against defending champions. So he had nothing to lose, and it was the first time I think in Grand Slam semifinals. So it was always going to be tough for both me and him, and I knew that coming to the court, and maybe that fact made me a bit more tense. But as I said, I managed to find my way through, to adjust, and to win, and that's what counts. And I'm really happy that I won in 5 sets again, coming back from 2 sets to 1 down. Mentally, it's going to help me, and physically, I'm fine. I haven't been spending much time on the court before this this match today, and I'm going to have 2 days now to get ready for finals.
Can I follow up, Tim, real
Sure.
quick? Just to say, mentally, how much will it also help you? This is 4 in a row for you. You've been on this stage before. Talk about mental remarkable achievement.
Yeah, I love playing on Arthur Ashe. I mean, next to Australian Open that I won 4 times, I think this is definitely my most successful court that I played on, and playing 4 finals now in a row and 5 in total. I mean, it's great. I mean, 7, 8 years that I've been coming back here, I played at least semifinals and every U.S. Open, and fantastic. I mean, I have this great kind of feeling and atmosphere that goes around U.S. Open. I love the energy here, but I also have a big team of people, and I stay at the friend's house, and it's all this kind of a family kind of sensation, and it's important. You know, it gives me a great deal of motivation, but also comfort. You know, to recover and to always, you know, be fresh on the court.
Bill? Hey, Novak, first of all, congrats. Good run.
Thank you.
I think you could say that maybe no one in history has played and actually lost two more notable games than the game today in the fifth set, and then that incredible last game of the Wimbledon final, which was so historic and so tough for you.
Mm-hmm.
But can you take a moment and just talk about what it's like to get in the rhythm of these long games and what goes through your mind, and can you possibly compare those two incredible games?
Yeah, well, Grand Slams always take the best out of every tennis player in the world, because these are the tournaments where all the attention is directed from the world of sport, and these are the tournaments that are most valuable in our sport, and this is where you want to play your best. So that's why I feel that not just top players, but everybody who is taking a part in Grand Slam, it's just a special, very unique feeling, and you're extra motivated to give everything you have, and especially at this stage of the tournament when you're playing best of 5 and have a shot to eventually to be in the finals. So you know, the Wimbledon again was a kind of a similar run to this one, except the fact that I hope I will win the finals. As I had a great run up to the semis, you know, I haven't spent much time on the court, and then in semis I had this 5-set battle with Del Potro, which also you can compare it to this year's US Open with Wawrinka. So, but you know, hard court is my most successful surface. This is where I can say I feel most comfortable and confident, and hopefully I can perform better than I've done in Wimbledon final, and maybe get a chance to win a trophy.
Peter?